The front steps lift before anyone screams. 6 jointed legs unfold from the house's mossy belly and taste the wind over the lintel. 3 recall stones glow in a restless rhythm. Miss one touch, then another, then one more, and a home decides it is unloved. Sura slides under the threshold and presses her palm to the plate. Cold. It wants proof of a shared moment, not a name. Ropes twitch. Baskets rattle. The house leans toward the rim path where momentum takes anything that chooses it. Rule on Nerava. Forget your house and it walks away. Sura hears a beat inside the wood she did not play. A taut cadence that pushes homes to leave. Someone has been teaching settled houses to forget. The 3rd stone brightens as if inhaling. Sura opens her ribs, ready to loan her own home name. Dawn comes thin and blue over the carrier's back. Houses perch across moss terraces and with lattice like careful birds. Every doorway keeps 3 quiet moments. Morning, midday, dusk. Touch the home plate with a fresh memory at those times, and the stones rest dark. Miss all 3, and the legs remember they were made to move. Sura works the outer ring, where wind speaks first. She is a recaller. Her work is simple to name and slow to master. She can weave memory into rope and rail, so a plate tastes it fast. She can read footfall, the way weight shifts just before a thing decides to go. Her ledger promises a calm day. Wind is kind. Markets are steady. Families will touch their doors and share small moments. That is the plan. Late morning breaks the plan. A house at Hollow Bend shows a faint amber hush above the lintel. The Yen family's place. Shell-bright tiles. A smoke vent that turns away from laundry lines because someone taught it manners. Sura presses 2 fingers to the threshold. The plate gives only the dust of yesterday's chores. No shared breakfast. No joke at the basin. The first recall has been missed. She ties a quick weave on the handrail. Steam and spice from the Yen kitchen, a chalky sweetness from children's fingers. The braid will coax the plate to notice the next touch. Noon should be enough. Noon is not enough. Festival practice runs long, and busy feet pass their own door without stopping. The second recall slips by. The house tests its weight the way a bird tests a thin branch. Sura walks the rooms. Boards are clean. Cups are stacked. A fine dust lies where small hands usually smudge the sill. Houses relax when first are refreshed. First stew. First storm endured. First need bandage on the kitchen bench. Without that, something old in the ribs tastes migration again. Across the ring, 2 more doorways glow the same uneasy amber. Sura sets her ear to the Yen floor beam. Most weight lines point inward towards safety and center. Today, 3 lean outward toward the rim path. That is not hunger. That is calling. On a corner post, she finds strips of windcloth with an unfamiliar dye. The pattern hums an old caravan cadence. The tune uses guide unkept homes, so they travel together. New cloth, old song, a suggestion woven into air, gentle and firm enough to make a busy family forget to touch the plate. The rule shifts in her mind. It is not only forget your house, and it walks away. It is also this. Someone can teach forgetting at the right moments, and a house will believe it is time to leave. The third recall approaches with the slow courage of dusk. Neighbors gather by habit, carrying baskets and small instruments. Everyone knows a home, about to walk needs chorus. The yen's first song was a lopsided lullaby after a bowl crashed and refused to be perfectly round ever again. Sura taps that beat on the rail with her nails. The floor eases a breath. Stones brighten. Legs unlock with a click, felt in the knees more than heard in the air. One step toward the rim path, and the rest will follow. Sura holds 2 lawful paths in her hands. She can spend the family's latched memory from a braid and nail the home with its origin that stops a walk and leaves a seamless story that never heals right. Or she can loan her own home name, a thin thread every settled person carries from the first room that sheltered them. Offer it, and for a little while, you become the house's keeper. The price is simple and sharp. Your own place feels you gone and may wake anxious until you return. She chooses the loan. Palms on the plate, breath steady. She opens a part of herself trained for this work. Her home name goes out like warm air through a crack. The change is quiet and sure. The house pauses. Legs lower the width of a finger. The glow above the lintel softens to something less certain. This buys minutes, not hours, and ties a leash around Sura's chest. If she holds too long, her own wedge will wake and ask for her. She leads a staying ritual. Neighbors clap the lopsided lullaby. A child chalks a circle that refuses to be perfect. Someone shakes spice into the air so the rail can taste it. The plate licks the beat and the scent and remembers enough to rest a little. The glow fades to a pale breath. The family comes running with festival dust in their hair, an apology in their shoulders. Words are not needed, for hands press the plate. They give now. Hot skin, spent breath, relief that shakes and then steadies. The house answers with first stew, first rain, first broken bowl. Legs tuck, stones go dark. Sura lets her home name snap back into her ribs like a tide finding its bay. The cost is small and honest. She sways and then settles. Her wedge will be awake when she returns and will want a touch of something true. Bread too dark, scrape back to good, will do. When the street quiets, she logs a day with clean lines. Suggestion cloth found and removed. Outward lean confirmed in 3 places. Home name loan used. Origin preserved. She tags a cloth for the council and asks for a make it be found. Out at the rim, 2 small homes bend their knees and then change their minds. The ring exhales. She walks home slow, so the moss can speak to her feet. Footfall teaches. Today the herd moves a new rhythm. Light, even, unhurried, as if led by a careful hand. Someone is tuning the city from outside its skin. At her own door she pays the price she owes. Palm to plate. A simple moment. Bread browned a little too far. Laughter. The scrape that saves it. The stones stay dark. The room warms like a cup around cold fingers. At first light, signal frames on distant carriers blink a pattern that is not quite warning and not quite greeting. A trial, then more cloth will appear. More homes will lean outward on the same dusk. Someone is testing a citywide suggestion, teaching households to miss their own names at the wrong beats. Sura writes what she will do before it happens. Recall nets along the ring to hum first songs at noon and dusk. Chorus early when 2 doorways glow in one street. Anchor with first song whenever there is breath enough to try it. Never spin a latch unless a life hangs on the choice. Carry a safe loan of home name and a runner to warn her wedge when she is late. She leaves one short line for whoever thought a city could be taught to leave itself. If you teach our homes to forget, we will teach them to remember together. If this world held you, leave a small moment the way a palm leaves warmed on a plate. Say the first song your door would answer and the one you would keep. Stay for the next rule we bend and the next price we pay. The homes are listening.